As we near Veterans Day, we will be honoring those who have served by sharing their stories here on News 8.
And today we're introducing you to a veteran who's given a new voice to veterans with his radio show. Retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Denny Gillem's Front Lines of Freedom radio show started in Grand Rapids 12 years ago, but now it reaches far beyond the city.
News 8's Joe LaFurgey has his story.
After a military career that spanned more than 2 decades.
Greetings, warriors, veterans, and America-loving citizens from sea to shining sea. Welcome to Front Lines of Freedom.
And a chest of 7 medals of valor, including 5 Bronze Stars, 2 Purple Hearts, the Silver Star, and Distinguished Flying Cross.
Life is good.
Retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Denny Gillem is now on a different mission.
I'm Colonel Denny Gillem. Hoo-wah! The Front Lines of Freedom team really appreciates you joining us this fine day in America. I call my listenership the military veteran patriotic community.
The West Point graduate spent several tours in Vietnam as an infantry leader and rose through the ranks of the Army. His last assignment brought the California native to Michigan as an advisor to the Michigan Army National Guard. And this is where he retired.
Thanks for joining us today on Front Lines of Freedom.
12 years ago, he launched Front Lines of Freedom on Wood Radio.
Troops, I welcome your comments and questions.
Gillem says most military-themed talk shows are cut of the same cloth.
You were a sergeant, he was a corporal, I was a something, and we talk about our time in the Army. It's the good old boy kind of thing. We don't go do that at all. I talk about foreign policy, I talk about homeland defense. One of my interviews today, Leila Gilbert, is an expert on the Mideast. But Israel is our only dependable ally that our has in the Middle East. Things that will impact the security, safety of our nation.
It's a view of the world from the military perspective.
Yes.
More specifically, Gillem's military perspective.
Your comment fits my opinion in life totally.
And he doesn't shy away from controversial issues.
The last nasty gram we got from a station was when I had a gal on who I've had on about once a year for as long as I can remember, talking about transgenders in the military. Basically, why do we do something that doesn't make us more combat ready? This is not a social issue. This is a question of why should we spend defense dollars on something that doesn't make us more combat ready. Hi, Leila, Denny Gillem. How are you today?
Now syndicated, the show reaches 187 markets across the country.
Who is?
Gillem compares the success of his show with the success he achieved early in his military career.
As a brand new captain, being a rifle company commander of the 101st Airborne was the dream situation, and it was. A few years later, a few decades later, this is a dream position for me.
Front Lines of Freedom airs Sunday nights on Wood Radio, AM 1300, FM 106.9 from 8 to 10.
This is fun.
In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, News 8.
Certainly not in the Mideast.